Welcome, Aquarius, to your guided healing reading. It is Sachi, which you probably have noticed that the handle and the page is now called Sachi the Seer, not Sachi the Scorpio. So just, a little note about that. And so yeah, we're going to take a look at where you are currently in your healing journey, what any like blockage or issue that you are facing, how to overcome that blockage or issue, and then some general advice on how to navigate your healing journey. So this is what came out in the cleansing ceremony for you, Aquarius. We had the Chariot in reverse with the Ace of Wands, Seven of Wands in reverse, and the Magician in reverse. So with the Chariot in reverse, something may not be moving forward currently. It's possible maybe that you actually wanted to move or something, but something is sort of at, it's like you, how do I want to put it? It's at a standstill. It's like you can't go to the next stage or the next phase, or like physically cannot move forward. And part of it is because of the Ace of Wands. So this deck is very interesting, the Ace of Wands. There's this little character here, and it's like he's come to this point, and it's like, oh, okay, now there's like the Ace of Wands, right? And it's like, is he going to, trudge through the water and get it, or is he going to walk back and do that? So there could be something about like whether you're going to continue to move forward, but again, it's like maybe he needs to learn how to swim before he can do that, or is he going to walk back and just sort of give up? I don't feel like there is a giving up energy. But again, there's like something that's stopping you from getting to the next phase is what it feels like. With the Seven of Wands in reverse, you are overcoming any sort of mental manipulation. It seems like someone in your life tried to be a puppeteer basically and mentally manipulate you and control you into what you were doing. So you have overcome that energy. But with the Magician in reverse, like the Magician represents that you have all that you need, right? It's like you have all the elements necessary in order for the magic to happen. So with the Magician in reverse, it kind of feels like there may be an element that you need more of in order to get to this next phase, right? It seems like probably wands, like your firepower, you have plenty of, but again, there's an ingredient missing for you to be able to move to the next stage, or perhaps actually move. With Palkia using absolute space, so this is a legendary already coming out, so big energy here. And this is called the spatial Pokemon. It is like the deity of space in the Pokeverse. And with absolute space, again, it does feel like something that has to do with space. So it's like, it's not a timing issue to get to the next stage. It's how much space can you XYZ. It's like, right, when you have like a project or a problem or whatever, right, sometimes it needs more time, sometimes it needs more space, and this seems to be a spatial thing. If you have Capricorn placements, I highly recommend that you watch that video as well, because their reading is literally entitled An Issue with Space. And then we have Applin using Withdraw and Chansey using Healing Pirouette. So again, there is something about space that has to happen here, and because it is water type, it could mean that you need to give your emotions space, not necessarily time. You need to give them the space. I don't know why I keep repeating that, but it seems pertinent. And with Applin here, Withdraw, it seems like your heart chakra has withdrawn because it needs to heal. Okay, with Chansey using Healing Pirouette. I am making note of this like apple tree and apple orchard. It kind of gives me Seven of Pentacles energy here. And it's called the Apple Core Pokemon. So there could be something about like getting to the core issue in the heart chakra. Anytime there's tree stuff, it could have to do with like family lineage, family tree sort of thing. So anyway, Aquarius, I hope that you are doing well. We are amidst eclipse season. I'm recording this on the 9th of, I almost said December, of October. And yeah, we have the first eclipse coming up on the 14th, October 14th, which is the day after Friday the 13th. And then we have the next eclipse happening on the 30th, which, or wait, is it the 30th? 14. Oh, I think it's actually the 29th. Sorry, 20th or 29th. But anyway, it's like right before Halloween, regardless. So yeah, big energies coming on. Just a reminder, during eclipse season, the best thing to do is to focus on alignment. That's it. Don't be distracted. All right, let's see what's going on currently in your healing journey, Aquarius. What's going on? I heard, like, it's not my healing journey, it's my journey. So it feels like right now you're sort of, again, it's like your heart chakra sort of withdrew for the healing, but it seems like you're sort of focused on some other things, not necessarily your healing. We have 9 of Pentacles in reverse, 8 of Swords in reverse, and the 6 of Pentacles. So, with the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, it's telling me that something was like underground that has come up. So it seems like something that may have been a secret or needed to be very guarded, has finally sort of come to the surface. With the 8 of Swords in reverse, it's because you did not want to go down with the ship. So, basically it's kind of like if you had to keep a secret for somebody or for your family or whatever it is, you're like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not letting everything be below the surface, because this is like a cavern community that is like not the underworld, but yeah, just like people who live like underground. And so yeah, you refuse to do that. You refuse to sort of hide, and you're in the 6 of Pentacles energy, which is the shamanistic energy here. It's very similar to the Magician, this 6 of Pentacles. So you may be communicating with different animal spirits. In this deck specifically, it's a certain type of animal spirit that the shamans would communicate with. And this type of spirit could transform into different animals. So it seems like you are, I mean, this is good energy, I would say. You refuse to go down with a sinking ship. You are, you know, connected esoterically and spiritually, it seems. You're getting messages. As you can see, the Inuit shaman has like, it kind of looks like, what are those things called? Not a sunflower. The ones that everyone calls weeds, but they're not weeds. Dandelion. So it looks like his head is like the dandelion when it spores. So that's giving me a lot of energy of like having a lot of receptacles. It's like your antennas in multiple ways are really in tune. So you're getting all of these different messages. It could perhaps even be a little bit overwhelming. Let's see what's the light energy here. Wow. Okay. Third eye, and third eye. So yeah, like I said, okay, so maybe it is a little bit, like a little overwhelming because there's so much energy going on in your third eye here. We have Sigilif using Safeguard, Dreepy using Infestation in reverse, and Lunala, Wings of the Moon, and not in reverse, just Wings of the Moon. So Sigilif using Safeguard. So this is telling me that you are really protecting your mental space. And again, part of that could be because you're not going down with the ship and keeping secrets and whatever. So you may be even protecting your third eye a lot. And maybe that's some messages that you've been getting from different animal or insect totems, things like that, nature spirits that are telling you like, hey, you need to protect yourself. Because with Dreepy, Infestation in reverse, you have been preventing your mind being, you know, infested. And we saw that with the what was it? The 7 of Wands in reverse, whatever the mind control one was, right? So yeah, you have been protecting yourself from mind control. It says the guardians of an ancient city, they use their psychic power to attack enemies that invade their territory. Yeah, you are being very protective of your territory, specifically your mental space. You're not letting any sort of invaders in or anyone who's trying to infest your third eye, especially with Dreepy energy, like creepy energy. And as you can see, there's like cities, billboards, stuff like that. So a lot of the stuff that you may be avoiding is like the media and so on. It says, if this weak Pokemon is by itself, a mere child could defeat it. But if Dreepy has friends with it to help it train, it can evolve and become much stronger. It's called the lingering Pokemon. So there could be a little bit of stuff lingering. It's talking about if it by itself, a child could defeat it, but if it has friends, then it's stronger. And again, it's like, you know that you have your spirit guides around, you know, the universe is sending you a lot of messages. So you're sort of in that process of training your third eye to become even stronger. With Lunala using Wings of the Moon, again, another third eye indicating the mental space and psychic senses. Wings of the Moon, I always take as like wings are flying energy, air energy. Actually, these all have flying ability. So a lot of it has to do with communication, right? Air is communication, and moon is the emotional body. So it does seem like you are connecting, communicating about your emotions. There's a lot of information being sent to you about your own emotional body. And again, we do have this full moon in the Lunala card, which Lunala is the moon Pokemon, another legendary coming out. So big energies here. And the full moon eclipse is going to be happening in Pisces, in the constellation Pisces in the real sky. And so that's going to be a big one for everybody because it really influences the collective consciousness of us all. It says, it is said to be the female evolution of Cosmog. When its third eye activates, away it flies to another world. So yeah, again, third eye activations, exactly like what I was saying. And it seems like your feminine energy has evolved here. So that is, right, feminine energy is yin, right? Or I should say yin has the feminine polarity ascribed to it. So your yin energy has upgraded and your psychic senses have also upgraded. All right, let's see what's going on in the shadow here. We have Shaman using flippity flap. So again, there's this aspect of like flying of your wings. So we are in true Virgo season, so likely you have, it seems like your wings are good, right? It's like your crown chakra is sort of getting upgrades as well. It's like you may be getting your halo, which is why your third eye is very, very active because like higher dimensional stuff's happening. But again, it seems like your wings are very active as well when it comes to the angelic. So we have fire energy in reverse. So some of you may feel a little bit ungrounded, unrooted. I mean, no wonder, because literally you're going into other dimensions, other worlds. So these third eye activations are allowing you to access these other dimensions. And when you're in another dimension, sometimes it's hard to stay grounded. So some of you may also be, maybe not getting enough sleep or eating nutrient dense food or not staying hydrated, because the root chakra is everything that you eat, drink, put in and on your body, your sleeping pattern, and your sense of safety. So when that's coming out in reverse, there can be this energy of perhaps maybe not feeling safe in some sort of way. But with Shaman using flippity flap here, or wait. Okay, yeah. It's just like an ungrounded energy. It doesn't feel really bad. This is all really good energy. With flippity flap, again, it seems like you are flying high. Shaman, obviously, like I said, this is a shaman. So we have Shaman coming out in the shadow. So obviously, you are transmuting any energy that does not serve you. You are able to take whatever maybe ungrounded energy and turn it into something else. So I love to see that. It says it can dissolve toxins in the air to instantly transform ruined land into a lush field of flowers. Yeah, and even I was picking up there the why can't I think of them? Lions flowers? No, what are they called? Dandelions. Okay. So yeah, it seems like what was sort of a barren wasteland is now life is coming back into it, and that's because you are using your own shamanistic powers to transform those things. You're getting rid of the toxins, and it's talking about the toxins in the air, and air is all about communication. So it's like you're getting rid of this toxic communication, and maybe that's what this was, right? Again, there's something that people are saying to keep it underground, or just play along, or just lie about this, and you're like, no, I'm not doing that toxic stuff. I'm not going down with this ship. And maybe that's why you're ungrounded, is because you may have uprooted yourself from whatever community that was that wanted to try to keep you in the dark and sort of underground. So yeah, it looks like you're doing really great, honestly, Aquarius. This is definitely one of the best readings. You guys are last for this segment, but it seems like maybe saving best for last, to be honest. It's like you and Libra actually were doing really, really well. All right, let's see, Aquarius. Let's see what's the issue here. What's the blockage? Any sort of whatever. King of Swords with the Fool and the Page of Wands in reverse. So King of Swords is the masculine energy as it relates to communication. So there could be this energy of wanting to cut something off at the head, but it's like, look at how the head is cut off. This is the not the Flying Dutchman. I don't know why I keep getting certain things mixed up with certain other things. This is the Headless Horseman. But like, even though the thing was cut off at the head, it's still alive and well. You know what I mean? It's like, even though he doesn't have his head, he's still able to haunt and things like that. So it seems like maybe you try to, it's like you cut it off at the head instead of nipping it in the bud is what I'm hearing. So it's like you didn't get to the root issue, right? The root issue was not taken care of. So this is kind of like a quick Band-Aid fix sort of thing. With the King of Swords, King of Swords is known for being very cold and cutting with communication. So like, yes, there is like truth being spoken about it, but again, it's like the issue's still there, even though the head isn't showing itself, if that makes sense. With the Fool here, again, a whole new beginning. So that's what I'm getting here. Again, you got uprooted. You're on this whole new journey, right? And the Fool represents, like, because he has his little dog, it represents that he's getting he has like his spirit guides by him. So again, like, nature is talking to you, nature spirits, and even look at all the nature spirits that are around him, giving him messages. But again, you're still kind of in that void space. The Fool represents like the beginning of the journey. So you're still at the very beginning of whatever it is. And with the Page of Wands in reverse, there can be sort of a lack of boundaries in some sort of way. Let's see, what's the light energy here? Okay, we have Drampa using Outrage and Dragon Pulse and Third Eye energy. So with Drampa going right to Shaman, so again, there's some toxic, right? It's talking about the toxic energy in the environment or the air, right? Toxic communication. With Drampa here using Outrage and Dragon Pulse, there can be some, Drampa I always take as like grandpa or grandma energy. So there can definitely be, again, some like lineage issues here with Outrage. So there could be some, outrage that happened with Dragon Pulse. And dragon energy is known to like clear very dense energy. So clearly there was like very toxic, dense energy in the air, in the communication. And again, it's like it's been cut off at the head, but there's still something on repeat, if that makes sense. Like the energetic imprint of the cycle is still continuing, even though it's been cut off at the head. It says this Pokemon is friendly to people and loves children most of all. It comes from deep in the mountains to play with the children that it likes in town. And it's called the Placid Pokemon. So this is talking about being really friendly, liking children and things like that. So some of this, again, can be secrets that were hidden. Perhaps there was a family member that, liked children in a way that is completely inappropriate. So, and again, it's like you removed yourself from that situation, but the cycle still continues underground kind of thing, even though you're no longer a part of that. And maybe there could be outrage within you about that. But with the Third Eye here, it seems like this may be on your mental space. This may be on your mind a lot. Not saying that that's specific what it is. That's just one example. But it does seem like this lineage issue is definitely, it's on your mind. So let's see, what's the shadow here? Okay. We have dark energy. Because I was going to say, like, if dragon energy is in your third eye, it's getting rid of all the dense energy that used to be there, right? So in a way, this doesn't seem to be too big of an issue. However, yeah, in the shadow, we have dark energy. So this could be something that hasn't really been brought to light yet, with Lycanroc using Dangerous Rogue. So there could be, again, it's like you have uprooted yourself from this, right? The stuff that wanted to stay underground because you didn't go. Now you're on your own on this journey. And, it can be a little bit dangerous to go on a journey on your own. Even if you do have, your dog right with you, it still can be a dangerous journey to go sort of, by yourself and do your own thing. And so some of that can be, this talks about going into the town and playing with the kids and stuff like that. So you can have a propensity to maybe let your inner child run the show or whatever it may be. But yeah, it's like, again, no boundaries, right? Because you're on this new beginning. There's no necessarily sense of direction. Let's see what Lycanroc says. It says, bathed in the setting sun of evening, Lycanroc has undergone a special kind of evolution. An intense fighting spirit underlines its calmness. So it's talking about bathing in the setting sun of the evening. It's undergone a special kind of evolution. And again, we already saw that your third eye has undergone a special kind of evolution. And it's talking about how it's the setting sun of the evening. So it's like you've gone through an evolution basically of dusk, right? And an intense fighting spirit underlines its calmness. So there's this energy within you that wants to fight, even though on the exterior you may look very calm right now. All right, yeah, I saw emotions are running high. Let's see what Mother Moon would like to say. Like I said in the extended, the thing is, this doesn't really seem like a problem, but whatever the issue is, we are going to see how to overcome it. And then again, we'll look into some general advice for your healing journey. Let's see what Mother Moon would like to say. Oh, I heard like, it's not Mother Moon, it's just the moon. We have balance, spirituality, and practicality in reverse, full moon in Pisces, and a time to give rather than to take. So it seems like perhaps this, you know, with the balance, spirituality, and practicality in reverse, it seems like you need to be focused more on the practicality than the spirituality. It feels like things are out of whack. But it's like, it's not time to do the inner work. It's actually time to more take action with the new moon in Virgo. And this new moon in Virgo is happening on October 14th. And that is the solar eclipse that is going to be happening, which is in opposition to the full moon in Pisces, which is the next eclipse that's going to happen right before Halloween. So, you know, now is the time to be giving rather than taking. And it seems like, you know, Virgo is all about being of service. Virgo is all about organization, cleanliness, detail, and things like that. So it seems like right now is a time to be giving, and again, in a very practical matter, rather than trying to take in some sort of way. All right, let's see. All right, let's see the angel from the Angelarium that wants to come out. We have Netza, the right leg, endurance, coming out in reverse. So, and let's see what else. Going right to Lycanroc. Yeah, Angel of Vengeance. So, yeah, there is definitely an energy of someone who wants to have vengeance. And again, it feels like because of some sort of injustice that was happening that has to do with children, something that you did not want to keep under wraps, something that you did not want to, again, it's like you didn't want to go down with that sinking ship. It's a ship of lies anyway. And there is this energy of vengeance, of wanting vengeance. And I feel like that's the intense fighting spirit. Even though you may look very calm and composed, there still is this like, and again, it's like you cut it off at the head, but that underlying issue, that root issue is still there. And yeah, the issue's in the root. This is why the root chakra is coming out in reverse. With endurance and in reverse, there could be this energy of, and it's the right leg, which is the masculine leg, of like not wanting to endure something anymore. Like, it's like you can only take so much. So there's definitely some bigger issues here, which I'm sure will come out in the extended. But let's just get an archangel to bring us into the extended, please. You are safe in reverse. Wow. And beloved one. Okay. Yeah. Archangel Michael in reverse. So again, there is no joke that with what was happening here, this was a very unsafe situation. And clearly that's why, you know, the root chakra was coming out in reverse as well. So in order to bring a sense of safety, I would work with Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael says, I am protecting you against lower energies and guarding you, your loved ones, and home. So again, there's a lot about, you know, boundaries and things like that. You really want to make sure that not only are you protecting your psychic space, but that you are guarding yourself, your loved ones, and your physical you know, home, where you work, whatever. You want to be really protecting, because the fact that you are safe came out in reverse is definitely an indication that you need to up your safety game, okay? I'm going to do one more. Let's bring some light into the situation. Yeah. Priestess, how are you being called to step up and lead? Yeah, so clearly you have some, you know, like leadership things, and maybe you're just starting this journey as the Fool, but yeah, so we will see more about this. I feel like this has a lot to do with sort of North Node activations. I feel more messages coming in, but I don't want to go too long with the YouTube one. So if you would like to follow me into the extended, the link is in the description box below. It is available for Eagle and Phoenix members. To become an Eagle or Phoenix member, you can go on my website, sachitheseer.com, and go to the menu and go to plans and subscriptions and sign up there. All right. Again, the link is in the description box below, and I hope to see you there.